Well, very good evening and welcome to the Hisar Central Stadium in Dushanbe on match day 5 in the AFC Champions League Two. We have a game from Group D coming up. FC Istiklol, the hosts, taking on Al Nassr club, who are currently top of the group and have won all 4 of their matches so far. They haven't yet secured a spot in the round of 16 mathematically, but anything other than a defeat will be enough for Al Nassr this evening. For FC Istiklol, they are still very much in contention to take that second spot and indeed qualify for the round of 16. They have won both of their previous home games. Can they cause a huge upset here this evening against the Saudi Pro League giants? I'll kick off just a few minutes away. Players will be out shortly. FC Istiklol winning both of their home games so far in this competition. Al Nassr have been swatting aside their opponents really from match day 1, where they did actually face FC Istiklol at home in the reverse fixture. It was a 5-0 win in Riyadh on that day. Kingsley Coman and Wesley, Sadio Mane all amongst the scorers. But Istiklol so far at home have been very comfortable. They beat Goa by 2-0 on match day 2 and followed that up on match day 3 weeks later with a 2-1 win against Al Zawa of Iraq, who are currently their main rivals for that second spot. Both teams have 6 points from 4 games, as you would have seen in the table just a few moments ago. And both sides in the head-to-head winning 2-1 at home. So Istiklol winning on match day 2 against Al Zawa, and Al Zawa winning by 2-1. Same scoreline on match day 3 in their home fixture. So it comes down to who can do better in these next 2 games. Al Zawa face Goa at home in Baghdad today. And FC Istiklol will face Goa on match day 6 away from home. And Al Zawa will go to Riyadh to face Al Nassr. So these next couple of match days are huge, particularly for tonight's hosts. And as I mentioned, Al Nassr should win this group. It is not confirmed yet. They could still, theoretically, miss out on a top 2 finish, but that is highly unlikely and would require an extraordinary sequence of events over the next couple of match days. So they will be focused purely on getting the job done today. A point will be enough to top the group, but they'll want to maintain their perfect start in this competition. And of course, they've had a perfect start in the Saudi Pro League as well. 9 wins out of 9. Jorge Jesus' side, top of the table, absolutely flying. He's lost just twice since taking over at the start of the season in the cup competitions. One of those on penalties in the Super Cup final. But in terms of the domestic league and in this competition, the AFC Champions League Two, it has been a perfect start for Jorge Jesus as manager. 9 wins out of 9 in the league, 4 wins out of 4 in this competition, scoring 13 goals so far and conceding just 1. As we wait for the players to emerge from the tunnel, just a reminder of the format of this competition. 4 groups in the Western region, and the top 2 from each group progressing to the round of 16. So 8 from the West region, 8 from the East region. So it is a fairly straightforward process. Al Nassr, who were semi-finalists in the AFC Champions League Elite last season, will no doubt be amongst the front runners for this title. And their dominance in this group stage perhaps highlighted by the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo is yet to feature in this competition. And he will not be featuring today either. Can they maintain their perfect record? We are about to find out. Really good atmosphere inside this 20,000-seater arena. FC Istiklol hoping to take down one of the main challengers. Two good home performances so far. Still everything to play for. Picking up a point for them today could be huge. It might make all the difference. They are away from home in their final group game, which could make things just a little bit trickier when it comes to trying to take second spot, given that the head-to-head between them and Al-Zawa, the team they are fighting it out with for that second spot, is absolutely identical. Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. Second would be goal difference in the head-to-head matches, which obviously wouldn't be a factor either. And then we're going to goal difference in all group matches, and currently FC Istiklol are behind on that front. So the results and scorelines of the next two games absolutely crucial for today's hosts. Can they put in a good performance against Jorge Jesus' seemingly unstoppable Al Nassr? We'll be finding out in just a few minutes when we get things underway. Some big names and recognisable faces in that Al Nassr team in particular. Joao Felix there on the end, one of the big stars of what is a star-studded club, of course. They do seem to have elevated their status in the Saudi Pro League this season with the start they've made, as they look to take the title from Al Hilal. Jorge Jesus, of course, guiding Al Hilal to the title last season, and now hoping to do the same with his new club. His experience and knowledge will no doubt come in handy, and this is a competition that they will certainly be targeting as well, as we have a little look at the starting 11 for the hosts. Igor Cherevchenko, who is back in charge for a second spell, having left briefly in the 2024, returned before the end of the year. It's only a few months away, where he had a brief spell at the Russian Premier League side Fakal Voronezh. He is a former Tajikistan international and played for the club as well. Alexander King from Australia is the referee. His assistant's Australian as well. Kenny Robinson and Bradley Wright. Fourth official is Morteza Mansourian of the Islamic Republic of Iran. So almost ready for kick-off. Before we get underway, let's have a quick look at the starting 11 for Al Nassr. And this is the side selected by Jorge Jesus. Some big names in there, likes of Joao Felix, of course, Wesley, Angelo, Marcelo Brozovic. Sadio Mane is amongst the substitutes as well. No Cristiano Ronaldo, he is yet to be involved in this competition. He scored that remarkable overhead kick goal in the Saudi Pro League just a few days ago, as they made it 9 wins out of 9 in their domestic league campaign.
Three, two, one.
FC Istiklol against Al Nassr in the AFC Champions League 2. As the hosts playing in the all-red kits get us underway in this first half. One ball forward, dealt with comfortably. Al Nassr will look to make their mark early in this game. They have been so impressive in this competition so far. 5-0 win in the reverse fixture back in September. 5 different goal scorers. It's Bento, who has played 3 of the 4 previous games in this competition, in goal. Joao Felix sending it forward down that right-hand touchline. He will no doubt be an influential figure over the course of this game. Istiklol have been impressive in their home games so far, but they know this is the toughest test they'll face here. And it could come down to goal difference as to whether or not they make it through to the knockout stages. Currently they do trail their direct opponents for that second spot, Al-Zawra. So if they are to be beaten here this evening, they will want to keep it as tight as possible, and then hope they can score a few goals on match day 6 against Goa, and that maybe Al Nassr do them a favour when they take on Al-Zawra in their final match day. Joao Felix trying to get onto the ball over on that far side. It's with Amri now. Brozovic having to just stay alert there. Managed to keep possession. Cut out here by Okoro. Brozovic wins it back again for the visiting side. Al-Hassan, Joao Felix finds Sultan. Look to get the ball in perhaps, ups not to in the end. Brozovic. Plenty forward here for Al Nassr. They look for the early corner, and they have got one. Wesley letting that ball run out of play. Niko Cherevchenko there, head coach. Second spell after leaving in 2024, and returning just a few months later. Former Tajikistan international defender. Corner is played short. Wesley. Kept alive here by Angelo. Now Brozovic. Angelo again. Still going. Just overran it ever so slightly, and looked as though Istiklol were going to get away there. They've got more defending to do here. Angelo, it's a lovely ball over the top. Great chance here for the opening goal. It's well dealt with in the end. Back here by Sultan, plays it into dangerous area. And Kurbanov clears. For a throw in to the visiting side. Jorge Jesus leaving Al Hilal and joining Al Nassr, 71-year-old, vastly experienced, 35 years now as a head coach or manager. He's managed some big names in Europe and has plenty of experience in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now as well. As Joao Felix gets onto it, and Joao Felix very nearly opening the scoring for Al Nassr. Already Istiklol looking vulnerable at the back and coming under quite a bit of pressure in these opening moments. And he is such a threat. Just making a run. Took a decent first touch and just couldn't squeeze it into that bottom corner. Sultan it was who picked him out. Very, very close to finding the back of the net early on in this first half. In the first 5 minutes here, it's been all about Al Nassr. And Felix with a little layoff here. Amri. Simakan. This is Brozovic. Angelo. Lovely ball from him. Was there a little push in the back there? Maran certainly felt there was. Referee happy for play to continue. João Felix. Great feat from the Portuguese. The referee playing advantage as Angelo finds the pass for Salem. And then there is an offside flag, and it will be a free kick to Istiklol. João Felix already showing his influence, causing the home side all kinds of problems in these early stages. But there was just a hint of offside there. Angelo it was, just strayed. Simakan here, taking no chances, putting the ball out of play for a throw. Kobanov finds Safarov. It's a really dangerous looking ball, and Bento had to be alert. First real threatening moment from the home side. Lovely touch and really nice through ball here from Safarov. Sivash wasn't too far away from getting onto the end of it, but now Al Nassr on the move again. Just couldn't find the perfect pass that time. It's into the arms of the goalkeeper and captain Stosic. Sadio Mane on the bench, did score in the reverse fixture back in September in that 5-0 win. Brozovic. It's a good ball. Plenty forward again here. This is Wesley. Brozovic. Sultan. Amri. Picked up by Angelo. Space to run into. Feeds it through for Moran. That is Stosic who comes out and claims it once again. Brozovic. And again, Sultan. Wesley gets away from the challenge. And Angelo lets it run. And that will be a penalty. Less than 10 minutes gone. And Al Nassr will have the chance to open the scoring. Salem brought down. It's a reckless challenge. It's absolutely no question. Safarov maybe claiming he just got a little touch of the ball, but that looks a pretty clear decision. He's actually seeming to claim that he didn't even touch Salem, but there seemed to be some pretty clear contact there. Salem is still down. Nassr, who have been so dominant in this opening period, got the chance to give themselves the lead here. And Salem, it's a clear foul. Safarov protesting his innocence. He clearly makes contact there. And FC Istiklol's game plan could be undone pretty early here. Unless the captain, Nicholas Stosic, can come up with something. And the Istiklol goal. He is going up against Joao Felix. Has had a big influence on this opening 11 minutes here. Joao Felix, can he now get his name on the score sheet? He scores, tucks it away into the corner, and Al Nassr take the lead in less than 12 minutes gone. Salem winning the penalty and Joao Felix converting comfortably.
Al Nassr by player number 79, Joao Felix.
And Joao Felix,
Gol Rosado.
a really well taken penalty.
Joao Felix.
He scores his third goal in this competition. Scored in the 4-0 win against Goa on matchday 4. He also scored away at Al Zawra back in October. 3 and 5 in this competition for him now. It's a very well taken penalty, right into the corner. Beyond the dive of Stosic, the Istiklol captain. Plus to prevent the opener. Al Nassr with a deserved lead. Can Istiklol respond here? There is a flag up, it's going to be offside. It's tucked away, but it won't count. It did look to be a long way off, and there's no complaints from the FC Istiklol players. It's a very good finish from Soyrov. I think he knew the flag was going to go up. In fact, the flag had already gone up before he finished it off. That would have been the perfect response. A pretty clear offside. After a pretty clear penalty decision just a few minutes ago. Liverpool nearly finding a way through to Moran as well. Important interception. As Felix tries to win it back, it is Brozovic who picks it up. Wesley to Sultan. Wesley again. Simakan. Amri. Simakan once more. Looking for the run of Angelo. Salem trying to get onto it. Goes out of play for an Al Nassr throw. Salem will take it. He's into the penalty area once again, just couldn't hold on to it this time. He was the man who won the penalty, of course. Joao Felix. Simakan. It's a crunching challenge, and a fair one from Siavash. Al Hassan. Amri. Brozovic. Trying to string a few passes together here, Istiklol, but they are finding it difficult to hold on to possession for more than a few seconds at the moment. Well, Nassr, as expected, very dominant in these early stages, and now they have a goal to hold on to as well. Angelo. Al Hassan. Amri. Angelo. Given away. Touch the ball for Bentos. Had to come out and deal with a couple of balls into the penalty area, but not a lot else so far. This is a little more encouraging though from Istiklol. Flag is up again though. Not able to break that offside trap. This one a little closer, but it was clearly offside. Strong challenge there. The referee not happy with it. It's a yellow card for Okoro. First booking of the game. Just a little too much force used there by Joseph Okoro.
Yellow card for play number 33, Joseph Okoro from Istiklol.
The referee wasn't happy with what he saw. Well positioned. It's just a little look there. Shoulder charges Hassan. It is quite aggressive, and it's that little look, isn't it, just before he clatters into his opponent, that has probably earned him that yellow card. Fairly heavy blow for Al Hassan, who is sitting up again. Not the start that the home support would have wanted here. Perhaps the start they would have expected. Simakan. Brozovic. Amri. Pressure on Angelo there. It's back to Amri again. Going to switch the play. Wesley picking up that loose ball. A comfortable one for Stosic this time. Helpless to prevent Joao Felix from opening the scoring. As Salem comes forward again. Just lost his balance there, but it was a fair challenge according to the referee. Forward by Rahimov, and it's a play for a throw into the home side. 1-0 down after 20 minutes. Joao Felix with the only goal so far from the penalty spot. Chance here perhaps for the home team. A little bit of defending for Al Nassr to do. Angelo's come away with it. And he was fouled. And Rahimov there just causing a few problems down that right-hand side, getting himself into the penalty area. It's causing a little bit of concern at the back for Al Nassr. Simakan. Dominant in possession, the visiting side. 75% of the ball so far. Brozovic. Wesley. An early cross, decent one as well. It's well defended. It's just going to be a goal kick. Nassr feel they should have a corner. Maran is down. It's a crunching challenge. Al Hassan it was with the delivery. Shobanov doing just enough. Follow through there on Moran, who's back on his feet. A little over the top there from Rahimov. Just barging into his opponent there, right in front of the referee's assistant, so no surprise that the free kick was given. Istiklol just starting to show a little bit more after being pinned back inside their own third of the pitch really in the opening 10 minutes or so. Has been a reasonable response to going behind. Tried to make something happen. It's still been very comfortable for Al Nassr here. Lead by a goal to nil. João Felix with that penalty. Maran is chasing this one. And it's well dealt with by Shobanov. This is Safarov who gave away the penalty, but he skipped away from the challenge here. Looking for the crossfield ball as well, which is a decent one. And Wesley getting back well to do his defensive duties. It's Brozovic finds Sultan. Wesley. And back to Bento. Simakan. Salam. Simakan once again. Angelo. Amri. Simakan. Pass cut out easily Chobanov. Salim. And that might turn into a decent ball out to the left-hand side. Soyrov needs a bit of support here. Home fans urging the shot, which is on target, but comfortably gathered by Bento. Fair distance out here. Never really troubling the Brazilian. Ambitious attempt from Yuraboyev, who has scored a couple of goals in this competition already. Another foul here. It'll be a free kick to Al Nassr. Rahimov it was, who was penalised on that occasion. Salah. Angelo manages to get round his man, and Angelo not able to pick out a teammate. He has won a corner. He was able to skip past Chobanov there. All of a sudden he was in behind. Pass just wasn't on. João Felix was asking for it to be pulled back to the edge of the penalty area where he was lurking. João Felix. Turned behind for a corner. They can keep the pressure on here. It's a really good ball and headed over the top. That could so easily have been the second goal. Brozovic picking out Moran. He just couldn't keep his header down. It's a simple short corner routine. Brozovic just was not picked up at all. Given so much space, Moran will feel he should have done better there. That is a glorious chance to double the advantage. Looking for another free kick here, unless not given though, and João Felix has picked it up and he's gone for goal. It's ambitious from the Portuguese. Nothing more than a goal kick in the end. Bounces off Rahimov. Forward by Esson, but no real purpose or precision in the past. That early goal just dampening the enthusiasm a little bit inside this arena. Helped on here by Al Hassan. Wesley gives it to Joao Felix. Wesley again. Salem. That will be a corner. Brozovic goes short again. This time he doesn't get the ball played back to him though. Sultan, now Brozovic has it. Sultan with the cross. Cleared away. Simakan. Still going here. Istiklol trying to find a way through. Oh, it's given away, and they could be in trouble. Moran has support from Joao Felix, goes down on the edge of the penalty area. The Australian referee says no foul, and Okoro comes away with the ball. And that is foul by Brozovic. No, again, the referee happy for play to continue as Simakan finds Moran, who is fouled this time by Chobanov. Joao Felix. Comfortably dealt with by Sultan once again. Amri under a bit of pressure. Battling hard to try and win the ball back. It is a bit of a scramble. Angelo comes away with it. Looked like he was being held there. Again, the referee happy for play to continue, and Angelo will still have possession and does really well. Finds Joao Felix. Looking for Wesley, who accelerates. So with Wesley again, trying to force his way through. Good defending by Tabrez. Just about kept in. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Simakan puts it behind for a corner. At last, Istiklol starting to show some signs of improvement. Can they make anything happen here? Corner has been dealt with. Picked up by Salem. in tow. Maran was caught there, managed to skip past the initial challenge. Yuraboyev just clipping him. He knew what was coming there from Kurbanov, in fact. Brozovic, Simakan, Amri, Simakan, Maran chasing, Okoro taking no chances. It is going to be a corner. He felt that he was pushed there. Still just the one goal. João Felix's penalty separating these two teams. Fifth corner of the game for Al Nassr, taken by Brozovic. Sultan ran into trouble. Simakan with a tackle. Yuraboyev. Appeals for offside and the flag is raised. Going up straight away. Safarov. It's well cut out by Angelo. João Felix scoops it up nicely. That'll be headed behind for a corner. A little over 5 minutes to go in this first half, and Nassr been comfortable. They'd certainly like another goal here, just to strengthen their position. João Felix with the corner. Salim with the header to a dangerous area. Picked it up again. And in towards Simakan, who makes it 2-0. Well, it's the defender who doubles Al Nassr's lead. The really well taken goal. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Al Nassr have their second. It was perfectly put away by Mohamed Simakan. Managed to get away from Joseph Okoro. He was focused too much on Simakan and not enough on where the ball was going. Once he got himself free of the Nigerian, he wasn't going to miss. And the French under-21 international scoring his first goal in this season's competition. enjoyed that one. The defender who's only scored once in the Saudi Pro League for Al Nassr. Previously at RB Leipzig in Germany. It's only his third goal in total for the club. And his first in a continental competition for them. It's just given Al Nassr an extra boost here with half-time fast approaching. Blow to FC Istiklol, who would have been reasonably content being just one goal down at half-time. It's looking like a huge task for them now. And Amri is finding a way into the penalty area, going for goal himself. It's a good save. Well, he saw his centre-back partner score a few moments ago. He very nearly got his name on the score sheet there. Brozovic hooks it away. And there is a little bit of an opening now, perhaps, as Amri tries to get back. A few forward here for the home side. Esson and the Simakan just in the right place, really, to prevent Rahimov from running onto that through ball. It's good defending from Simakan. He's got himself in the right place, blocking the runner. Joao Felix. Al-Hassan. And they pile on some more misery before half-time here, Al Nassr. Salem. Al-Hassan. Yuraboev. Kubanov. Okoro. Esson. Siavash. Korbanov again. Into the final minute of the 45 in this first half. Bento largely untroubled, one long-range effort from Yuraboev that was comfortably saved. Otherwise it's been very, very easy for Al Nassr, and Moran trying to find that far corner. Straightforward stop this time for Stosic. Might be the last attempt of the first half here. You wouldn't expect there to be too much time added on in this first half, but there might be a late opportunity for Istiklol. That's really good defending from Simakan. Brozovic, Amri, calmly taking a touch inside his penalty area. The pass not quite as good for a throw-in. Into the penalty area, headed clear. Al-Hassan to Brozovic. 4 additional minutes. Felix. Salem. Brozovic. Wesley. Rahimov heading it on. Held up here by Soyrov. Safarov gave away the penalty early in this game. Siavash to Soirov. Siavash again. It's a loose ball picked up by Al Hassan, who looks to release Moran here. Moran into the penalty area. It's a good run. Stopped in the nick of time. And back by Brozovic. He's been doing that throughout this first half, just breaking the play up on the few occasions that Istiklol have been able to get forward. Al Hassan. Salam. Play for throw in here. Joao Felix. Salam. Felix just trying to flick that ball into the path of an on-running forward, but it was not quite the pass he intended. Only conceded one goal in this competition so far, Al Nassr. Doesn't really look like conceding another in this game, although there is going to be perhaps an opportunity here. Safarov lining up the shot himself. It's a really good block. Never troubling Bento in the end. Soirov. Simakan is there again. He's had an excellent first half at both ends. Istiklal's best little spell here. Esson. Simakan's there once more. It will be a corner. Might just get one last opportunity. It's a really good delivery. Cleared off the line. Well, with the final act of the first half, Al Nassr preserved their clean sheet. It could so easily have been 2-1. What a moment that could end up being. A heroic goal line clearance. With Istiklal's best moment of the half, which has been dominated by Al Nassr. Joao Felix scoring from the penalty spot before Simakan scored his first goal of the competition to make it 2-0. Comfortable for Al Nassr, despite that scare just before the break. It's Istiklol 0, Al Nassr 2 at half-time.
Istiklol! Continuamos, mamita, hey! Sistok, get out there.
Well, welcome back to the Hisar Central Stadium in Dushanbe as the players emerge for the second half of this Champions League Two clash from Group D. Al Nassr on the brink of securing their spot in the round of 16. They only need a point this evening. Are leading by 2-0 against FC Istiklol, who are still in with a chance of making it through to the next stage. Defeat in this match wouldn't necessarily mean the end of their challenge. It's still very much a possibility that they could progress. They have made a couple of changes at the start of this second half as well, as they try and turn things around. They had their best opportunity of the first half right on the stroke of half-time. It's cleared off the line by the Al Nassr defence. And what was their only real big opportunity late on in that first half, but goals by João Felix and Simakan have put Al Nassr in control as they look to make it 5 wins out of 5 in this group and book their spot in the round of 16. So the second half is underway. FC Istiklol 0, Al Nassr 2. Remember, a point would be enough for Al Nassr. They very nearly conceded on the stroke of half-time, having looked really comfortable throughout most of that first half. FC Istiklol looking to make an instant impact here. They have made a couple of changes, as I mentioned, just to confirm those. Komalafe has come on, and so too has Reza Degani, taking the place of Marlon Shobanov, and also of Siavash, who has made way at the start of this second half. So Komalafe and Reza Degani are on. Simakan, the scorer of the second goal, is down here. The Frenchman scoring after João Felix had got the early goal from the penalty spot. There's Jorge Jesus, Al Nassr's head coach, preserving a perfect record in both the Saudi Pro League and in this competition as things stand. Have lost in both domestic cup competitions, including the Super Cup final that they lost on penalties, and their domestic cup as well, coming out in the round of 16. Their only defeat in normal time. As Reza Degani looks to make an instant impact off the bench. Wins a throw-in. Komalafe there. Also be hoping to make a bit of an impact here in this second half. A fairly bright start here from FC Istiklol. Can they get themselves a goal back early in the second half? It certainly made the game interesting. They did come very close to scoring right at the end of that first half. A brilliant goal line clearance. To keep it at 2-0. It was Okoro's header that was cleared off the line. There's a Degani, deflected cross. Well, the two substitutes almost combining for a goal back there for Istiklol. As Al Nassr survive. It's been a decent opening 3 minutes here in the second half from the home side. And they've got a free kick now as well. Reza Degani in particular making an instant impact And he very nearly picked out his fellow substitute. Komolafe not quite able to convert the header from close range. And here they come again. And there are plenty of red shirts inside that penalty area. And Nassr just a little bit slow to get going here in this second half. A couple of warning signs. But they might be about to sucker punch the home side. It was well dealt with this time by Agani, the substitute. And keeps the ball in play here. It's Komolafe battling to try and keep possession. Okoro comes in there as well. Goes out of play for a throw. Well, here come Istiklol again. They're springing their step in this second half. Esson, look at the curl one into the top corner, sends it high over the top. Just nice work by Esson onto his right foot. Just couldn't keep the shot down. Probably their best spell of the game so far, FC Istiklol. Really good opening 5 minutes of the second half. Angelo. Cora makes the challenge. Just about comes away with the ball, but it's won back by Al Nassr. And it's played through towards Wesley. Doesn't quite get onto it. That will be a throw into the home side. So get the throw in. Simakan. Amri. Little layoff from Moran. Joao Felix. It's intercepted. It's a good header on by Rahimov. The flag is up for offside. I think actually against substitute Reza Degani, who was coming back from an offside position but was interfering with the play. There he is, number 77 there. He's just blocked off the defender, so I think that's probably why the flag went up in the end. Coming back from an offside position and then interfering with play. Flag goes up again, this time against Soyrov. Soyrov is offside again. Flag goes up once more. Simakan stepping up there and leaving Soyrov in an offside position. Strong challenge there, and that's a lovely through ball and a big chance here. Komalafe, the substitute, denied. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Offside is the decision. Flag has gone up a lot in the early stages of this second half. But there's absolutely no question that the two substitutes, Reza Degani and Komalafe, have made a big impact since coming on. And that was pretty tight. It's a good block in the end anyway, by Salem. The flag had been raised. That looked a lot closer than the previous decisions we've seen in this second half, rather, the early stages of which have seen a number of offsides, and that ball is given away very cheaply. Al Nassr just haven't got going at all in this second half as Esson looks to go for goal. Big chance here. Soyrov just couldn't sort his feet out. And now Al Nassr can break. And Wesley doesn't get the pass he was looking for. Al Nassr riding their luck a little bit at the moment. Istiklol have been the better side in the opening 10 minutes of this second period. Soyrov just trying to sort his feet out inside the penalty area. He was claiming that he was clipped here. Didn't look as though he was. Simakan. It's a poor ball again. He's struggling to pick out the passes at the moment, Al Nassr. Just a little complacent perhaps at the start of this second half. Once again, ball given away. You do get the free kick for a foul on Wesley by Rahimov, but you might have just seen at the bottom of your screen when that pass was misplaced, Jorge Jesus just raised his arms in frustration. And yet another misplaced pass, and there have been plenty of them in this second half. And you could just see it. The start of that replay there, Jorge Jesus showing his frustration. That was because it was another poor pass from one of his players. And he'll want to see a lot more from his team over the next few minutes. Managed to preserve their 2-goal lead. But it is almost as though they've been a little complacent since the break. Maybe no surprise that Jorge Jesus is contemplating a change or two here, just trying to inject some energy and some focus into his team. He'll be a very happy man at the moment. Igor Cherevchenko will have wanted a response from his players in the second half, and he's got one. They don't have a goal to show for it. Flag might go up again here against Reza Degani. It does. And they have been racking up the offsides in the second half as well. He went far too early on that occasion. Nassr regain some control here. Sultan, Wesley, Joao Felix, Moran, Angelo, Joao Felix, Sultan to Wesley. Given away. Simakan getting across to try and snuff out the danger. Soyrov has done well. Comes to nothing in the end for FC Istiklol. Nassr approaching the hour mark here with that 2-goal lead still intact. Angelo, it's a good turn. There's a little bit of space to run into all of a sudden. He's got support as well. Looks for Moran, couldn't find him. They just haven't looked quite as slick in this second half when they have been in possession. Maybe just delayed the pass a little too long and Moran had lost some momentum. Here is Wesley, starting to look a little more dangerous again now, the visiting side. Brozovic. Sultan. Brozovic again. Simakan. Hassan. Sultan. Hassan once more. Given away. Forward. And now it is Komolafe. Very well defended by Simakan. Brozovic. Joao Felix. Angelo, it's a lovely ball. And Felix sliding it through. A bit of a collision there between goalkeeper and defender. Kurbanov is desperately trying to get back. He was clattered by his captain, Stosic. As the defender has come off worse here. Between them, they did enough. Essentially good defending from Kurbanov before being clattered by his goalkeeper. Break in play here. Chance for the teams to regroup, and Nassr will be hoping they can improve things a little now in the second half after a slow start. They have still got that 2-goal lead. Qualification for the round of 16 all but secure now. Alzawa and Goa, the other two teams in this group, do face each other a little later today. Game kicking off in around about 50 minutes' time. Goa could, in theory, still claim second spot in the group, although they have lost all 4 games so far. FC Istiklol trying to get themselves back in this game, and Komalafe trying to keep it alive. And he's managed to win the corner. Corner which has been taken short. A little bit wasteful. But the header is a decent one, just landing on the roof of the net. Decent opportunity. Might have been an offside in there. The flag did go up. That wouldn't have counted anyway. Rahimov it was. He put his head to the ball. Couldn't quite keep it down, but flag did go up on that far side yet again. Another offside. There've been plenty of them in the second half. The home side have certainly put the effort in since the restart to try and get back into this game. Given away. Rahimov. Dangerous looking cross. Cut out by Brozovic. Simakan. And again. Joao Felix. It's a good ball. Triple change on the way for Al Nassr. Can they find the third goal before that happens? They might do here. Big chance for 3. It's wide. Joao Felix can't find the target. Glorious chance. Best one of the half for Al Nassr. And a sweeping counter-attack. He would have expected to score this one. Now the changes can be made, and Sadio Mane is one of 3 coming on here. Al-Khaibari also getting ready to come on, along with Inigo Martinez, as Al-Hassan makes way. What a chance here for Joao Felix. They backed him to score from there. Lovely ball by Angelo. First touch was superb. Just couldn't tuck it into that bottom corner. Would have been game over. He knows that was a big chance for his 4th goal in this competition. He scored earlier on this evening, of course, from the penalty spot. His 3rd goal overall in Champions League 2. Approaching the midway point in this second half. See Istiklol 0, Al Nassr 2. But here is Reza Degani. He's had a big impact off the bench in this second half. He needed a bit more composure there, a little bit more quality. It's going to be difficult to hit the target and really trouble the goalkeeper from there. Bento looked untroubled. Watched it sail wide. Rahimov. Sorov trying to find a way through. Nowhere for him to go in the end. Bari, one of the three substitutes. Joao Felix, Mane, they're able to find Brozovic. Komolafe is offside again. That's been the story really of the second half for Istiklol. Not timing those runs in behind, they doing their best to try and get in behind the Al Nassr defence. Those runs just aren't being timed. The offside flag has been raised multiple times in the second half. Esson. Joao Felix, he spotted the run here of Wesley, who couldn't get onto it. Now, a bit of space here. Rahimov, Komolafe, he's in. And it's a block by Bento, and the flag is up again. Once again, Komolafe just going a little too early. Bento made a good block. That wouldn't have counted. Angelo chasing this one. Cut out by Okoro. Oh, he's given it away. Sadio Mane. Almost poaching it there. Cleared away by Okoro. Challenged by Sultan. Angelo, like he was lining up the shot there, finds a teammate instead. Mane, and on the volley by Joao Felix. And Stosic manages to keep it out. He's had a couple of chances now in this second period, Joao Felix. Sultan. Bari. Joao Felix again. Trying to pass their way through here. Stosic with the clearance. Oh, that's poor from Amri, and he gets away with it. Bento is out to clear. Just another example of a little bit of a lack of focus here. This was a big chance for Joao Felix, caught it beautifully. It bounced up and hit the goalkeeper. He was just in the right place, really. Okay, Bari. Amri. The goalkeeper coming under pressure there. Brozovic gets it away from the danger zone. Angelo. Wesley. Joao Felix. Wesley making a run on the outside. It's with Brozovic though. Joao Felix again. Okay, Bari. Sadio Mane. Esson. Degani. "15 minutes left. And Nassr close to securing their spot in the round of 16. That was not completely guaranteed before kick-off. Anything other than defeat would secure their spot in the round of 16. In fact, it would secure top spot in the group. So unless there is a late surge here from FC Istiklol, it looks as though Al Nassr will be topping this group. And as things stand, maintaining their 100% record. They have only conceded once in these group stages. Angelo just out-muscled there. This is Esson. Okay, Bari. Followed by Amri, Joao Felix, Sultan, looking for Sadio Mane. Wrestles for possession and commits the foul. Wesley. Goal kick given. Martinez winning that particular duel, and Istiklol were looking for the free kick, nothing given. And the game has lost a little bit of its intensity in the last few minutes. Istiklol's challenge in this second half just starting to fade a bit. And Nassr looking pretty comfortable at the moment. It's been a vintage display from them in this second half. After surviving the first quarter of an hour or so, it's become increasingly apparent that they should be able to get the job done here. Amri gives the ball away. It goes out for a throw. Two more changes on the way. Brozovic is heading off here. Mashari coming on, Nawafu Washel Mashari. Ayman Yaha also making way. Also coming on, I should say. Final change. So 5 changes now made by Al Nassr as we enter the final 10 minutes of this game, and straight away Yahya chasing that ball down into the corner. Sultan, Joao Felix, Sadio Mane was looking to make a run into the middle, and the ball's been played out towards Wesley. Kaibari, Amri, shot comes in from distance there by Joao Felix. Meantime, Soyrov is about to come off here for FC Istiklol. Nassr Gafurov is the player coming on. Third change for FC Istiklol. They made a double change at half-time, one that really did have quite an impact. They were much better at the start of the second period. A little unlucky perhaps not to at least pull a goal back. Martinez. Joao Felix. Cut out by Tabrez. Kabari. Back to Bento. Mashari. Joao Felix, it's a lovely ball. Sadio Mane squeezes it in. Al Nassr had their third. And it's Joao Felix and Sadio Mane combining for the goal that surely ends this contest. They've not been at their best in the second half, but Sadio Mane scoring, having come off the bench. And his effort had just enough power to get the better of Stosic. And then Joao Felix, who scored the opening goal, turns provider. Simple pass, first time from Joao Felix. Stosic gets a big hand on it, but he can't stop it crossing the line. Just squeezes past him there. It's almost a great save. And it's a goal for Sadio Mane. And it's a 3-0 lead for Al Nassr. His first goal since scoring in stoppage time in the reverse fixture back in September. His second goal in this competition. And AFC Istiklol, they put up a good fight at the start of this second half. Found themselves 3 goals down. If they beat Goa in their last game and Al Zawa lose to Al Nassr and win today later on against Goa in their game, it'll come down to goal difference. And for FC Istiklol, that could be a little bit of a problem, and they might be about to concede again. Sadio Mane, it's off the line. And 5 minutes to go. It's a bit of damage limitation required now for FC Istiklol. The start of match day 5. They had a goal difference of -3 compared to that of 0 for Al Zawa. As Raimov sends it straight into the arms of Bento. Away. Nassr getting a little late surge here. Maybe looking to add to their goal tally. They've now scored 16 in the 5 games played in this competition, with just 1 conceded. Here's Joao Felix again. Mane. Pass from Yaya, not quite what his teammate was expecting. Raimov gives it away. Joao Felix. Mashari. It's a really good challenge. Manages to win his side of throw. He's playing with plenty of urgency. I mean, just come on, Wesley. Angelo trying to wrestle possession back here. And it's a free kick in a decent position. A little under 3 minutes left in this second half, plus stoppage time. Nassr. Add to the disappointment here for FC Istiklol. Heavy defeat could cost them a chance to qualify. Yaya goes for goal, and it's parried by the goalkeeper, who's a little slow to react. Offside anyway. Unconvincing from Stosic there, and he could be called upon again here. Very nearly gave the ball away. Again, just to reiterate, they need to keep an eye on that goal difference, so taking risks this late in the game could still have consequences. The more they concede, the more of an advantage they're handing to their rivals for that second spot in the group. Sultan. Oh, lovely back heel there. Al-Kabari. Joao Felix. And the effort is blocked. Would have been a terrific goal to wrap up the day. And that'll be a free kick. It's a high boot, possibly a yellow card as well. So the second yellow card of the game. Sultan, the captain, is the player to be cautioned. Find a few seconds of normal time here. His ball to the goalkeeper. And a rather unconvincing clearance from Amri. 8 additional minutes have been added on. 3 additional minutes. 8 held up in error initially. Did feel like a lot for a second half that has been fairly quiet in terms of incidents. Joao Felix. Now Nassr still have time to add to the scoreline note. Angelo. Can't find a way through. Al-Kabari. Mostly dispossessed. And then it's won back by Meshari. The chance for number 4. Yaya makes it 4-0 Al Nassr. Beautifully taken goal. Maybe the pick of the bunch. Ayman Yaya finds the bottom corner. And more misery for FC Istiklol here. Ball given away. And they'll be really frustrated to have conceded another one late on here. 2 late goals that could have an impact on their qualification hopes. They've now conceded 9 without reply against Al Nassr across 2 games. And that was just a really well taken goal by the substitute. Al Nassr certainly not at their best at the start of this second half. It took them a long time to rediscover the rhythm. They were excellent for the vast majority of the first half. The scoreline maybe flatters them a little bit given how they performed for the first 20-25 minutes of this second period. But a very well taken goal from the man who's just given away a free kick to make it 4-0. Will they get one last chance for the hosts here? Goes out for a throw. It might just be it. But it's a comfortable victory for Al Nassr, who secure their place in the next round. They dominated early on, Joao Felix scoring from the penalty spot before Simakan added a second before half-time. Late goals for Sadio Mane and Ayman Yaya, 2 of the substitutes, to make the scoreline look perhaps a little more impressive than the performance was. But they get the job done and they continue to dominate in Group D. Al Nassr picking up the 3 points and securing top spot. Final score, FC Istiklol 0, Al Nassr 4.
Что? Okay. The question is about how do you sum up tonight's performance?
Okay.
The second question is about
Як савол тема сначала коротко срежно.
сказали 3 задания.
Один ход.
Хорошо. First of all, I would congratulate you for your victory. The first question is about how do you sum up tonight's performance?
It's very important to us to win, to have a good performance, to keep improving for the season, and I hope that we keep the same attitude in all the games, and I hope in the end of the season we win this championship.
The second question, what do you think was the difference between the teams?
Well, there are teams who compete more, there are teams that can play only to set pieces. It depends, but against us, everything give everything against us, so we have to be prepared for all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
در حالت پنالتی دیگر گناه بازی کردن نداشتید؟ در حالت پنالتی امکانیت دیگرگونه بازی کردن رو نداشتید؟
امکانیت دیگرگونه بود اما یکم نشی دیگه بودیم برامو یک پنالتی هم نبود نرسیدیم سودیا خیرشن شبروار وجود وار نسته برامو چی گفتن نمیشه.
خب سوال دوم در تنفس سرمربی چی نقشه های نو گذاشت چی سخن ها گفت که در قسمت دوم بازی تماما دیگر شد بازی؟
سرمربی گپای درکاری خود را در дар развалка гуфтану баъд бачаҳам чун рӯҳан дигар намуд баромадан ки тамоми қувваташро доданд дигар чӣ қадр тонистанд бозӣ карданд. Барои ҳамун фикр мекунам бозии нимаи дуюм хубтар шуд.
خب تشکر
ташаккури зиёд ба ҳама мухлисони барои даст